Thank you very much for having me here today. It's a great privilege to be here. I've been at the Marsden a very long time. We've been doing complementary therapies at the Marsden for a very long time, which is the one I pushed. There we go. So I'll be as quick as I can because I don't want to make you late for your lunch, but I just want to go through why would we use complementary therapies, what would be the point, some individual therapies, and then bring it to a conclusion. First of all, I just want to ask you, sorry, I'm one behind here, there we go. Would you think acupuncture, let's take acupuncture, is that complementary or is it alternative? The two terms are quite often used interchangeably. Put your hand up if you think acupuncture is complementary, a complementary therapy. Okay. And now put your hand up if you think it's an alternative therapy. It's about half and half at the moment, okay. What about aromatherapy massage? Do you think that's a complementary therapy? Or do you think it's an alternative therapy? Okay, so we're pretty much in agreement. Most people think that's a complementary therapy. What about reflexology? Complementary? Okay. Alternative? Okay. And then homeopathy? Complementary? Alternative? Okay, so acupuncture was about half and half. Homeopathy, more people thought it was alternative. And aromatherapy and reflexology, most people thought it was complementary. It's really to do with how you define them. If you use a therapy alongside what else is going on, it's a complementary therapy or technique. If you use it instead of, it's an alternative use. So therapies like acupuncture could actually be used either way. They can be used in hospitals as complementary therapies alongside the existing treatment to help with symptom control, or they can be used completely separately as an alternative therapy, and you're saying, actually, I don't want my chemotherapy, I'm going to have acupuncture instead. So it's partly to do with the definition of how you're using it and not just the therapy itself or the technique itself. There's also the term integrative or integrated, which also encompasses more than just complementary or alternative. It's the other things that go alongside. You might be getting it from the medical and nursing staff or the allied health professionals or the psychologists or the pastoral care or other members of the rehab team or from the medicines information. So that's all integrated care. All these terms get bandied around. If you go back to 2004, you've got some nice guidance there, which does actually have a chapter on complementary therapy. And their definition is that complementary therapies are used alongside orthodox treatments with the aim of providing psychological and emotional support through the relief of symptoms. That's how we would use them at the Marsden. This guidance was actually going to be rewritten, and they were planning to remove complementary therapies from it altogether for supportive and palliative care. That had so much outcry about it that they've left this guidance as it is, and they've moved on to do a different guidance to do with supportive and palliative care. The complementary therapy team at the Royal Marsden consists of massage therapy and reflexology. We also have art therapy and music therapy, but they're not strictly speaking complementary therapies, but I'll come on to that later. But from the patient's point of view, they tick the same box. They offer support alongside